Good morning, BOHS. It is Tuesday, May 15th, 2018, and today is a purple day.
Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in curls. It's the story of a man named Brady who was busy with three boys of his own. They were four men living all together, yet they were all alone. Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow form a family. That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch.
Any student interested in going on an ocean fishing trip on Sunday, June 3rd or Sunday, June 10th should contact Mr. LaRosa in room 205 or email him now for details. Now, over to Alejandro with the sports. But I have a joke.
Oh, he has a joke.
Oh, yes, Joe.
You know what the joke is?
What is the joke? I cannot believe he's done this. This is the...
Hi, everyone. In local sports news, on Thursday, May 10th, the BUHS girls varsity lacrosse team defeated MAU by a score of 12-11. In boys lacrosse, the BUHS boys varsity lacrosse team will play home against Burton this Wednesday at 7 p.m. For global sports, the final week of Premier League fixtures occurred this weekend. Champions Manchester City defeated Southampton by a score of 1-0, thanks to Gabriel Jesus' late stoppage time winner with the last kick of the game. This put Manchester City on 100 points this season, the first team in English top-flight history to ever record this feat. On the bottom end of the table, Swansea City became the final team relegated this season, following their 2-1 loss to Stoke. Swansea will join Stoke and West Bromwich Albion as teams that will be playing in England's second tier next season. In college lacrosse, the number 1 overall seed Maryland defeated Robert Morris by a score of 14-11 this Sunday, and will be playing Cornell next Sunday on May 20th. Cornell beat Syracuse in the first round by a score of 10-9 against number 8 Syracuse. And that is all for sports today. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Alejandro, for that sports update. If you are interested in purchasing a 2018 Colonel Yearbook, they are $50 a piece, cash or check, and they're being distributed in room 202, which is Mr. Kramsky's room. There are a number of extra books available for anyone who has not previously ordered one. Now, we're going to head over to hear some funny news with Durin.
All right, so we're going to do something a little different this time. We're not going to do, per se, one funny news story, but we're going to rapid fire pretty funny news headlines. All right. Truck hauling portable toilets catches on fire. Texas woman brings home kittens that turn out to be bobcats. Dr. Dre loses trademark battle to Dr. Dre.
Wait, what?
It's spelled differently.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
That
okay.
makes more sense.
Man uses live alligator for his baby's gender reveal party.
Nice.
Scientologist reportedly behind Neopets. Cat named Paw Officer Donut to serve with police. New Zealand getting peeved at being left off world map. Sharks really like jazz music, scientists say. Pet dog raised by Chinese family for 2 years turns out to be black bear. Dog surprised meteorologist by walking in on the set during a weather forecast. NHL player Brad Merchant stops licking opponents on league's orders. New Yorker mistakes raccoon for tiger. Police blame mice for missing marijuana. Florida school apologizes for bringing live tiger to prom. That is all for funny news. Back to the desk.
How do you mistake a raccoon for a tiger?
Thanks for the laugh, Darren. Juniors, if you're attending Keene State College Fair, you must turn in your permission slips in no later than May 21st. If you're attending the CCV tour, your permission slips need to be turned into counseling no later than June 6th. Now, over to hear about the weather with Billy.
Thank you, guys. For your weather today, we have for Tuesday, it will be a high of 79 and low of 55 will be partly cloudy. And for Wednesday, will be a high of 69 and a low of 55. Chances are there may be some scattered storms. I can't say why, but they're just going to happen. So back to the desk.
Thank you very much, Billy. If you are interested in seeing the wonderful creations of our soon-to-be graduates, the Senior Art Show will be held in the Multipurpose Room on Friday, May 18th during blocks 1, 2, and 3. There will also be a silent auction running to benefit the Gary Blomgren Scholarship Fund. I'd like to take a brief pause now to congratulate our high school music students who have participated in all states this past weekend. They all worked really hard on their music, and we are very proud of them here at BUHS. Now, without further ado, we're going to head over to our special for the day with Zen.
Hey BUHS, today's special is about art prom that is happening. And it's an alternative to a traditional prom, and it's super laid back, and you can come in full prom attire or just regular old street clothes. There will be local youth bands playing like Very Own Impending Exorcism along with local DJs. And the tickets cost as a sliding scale from $5 to $15. The event is put on by youth and it's for youth. There will also be a 50-50 raffle, and 20% of all the proceeds go to the Women's Freedom Center. And there also are going to be some spaces there to make art, and it will be held on 118 Elliott Street across from the fire station downtown on Friday, May 18th. So head on down to Art Prom. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Zen. If you are interested in software development and web design and would like to hear about career stories and advice from Patrick Berkeley and Jordan Morano of Icarus, which is Burlington-based software development company, you can sign up for ACE with Mr. Braden in room 229 for Friday, May 18th. Now, over to the world news with Taylor.
All right, so yeah. On a wholly separate note, there was a family of suicide bombers in Indonesia, in the Indonesian city of Surabaya. A family, a husband, wife, 2 kids, ages 9 and 12, which were girls, and then 2 teenage boys. They had killed about 12 people, and they were each separate churches. There were 3 churches involved: the Santa Maria Catholic, the Christian Church, and the Pentecost Central Church. ISIS is claiming responsibility, but there is actual no evidence of it being involved. But they're calling the attack martyrdom attacks. What's being questioned is the whole ISIS thing. All the family members have died. There were 41 people who were hospitalized with injuries, 2 of which were police officers, and there were 12, like I said, who had died. The sons had attacked the Santa Maria Catholic Church, which was caught on camera around 7:08 a.m. on Saturday. And then the Christian Church, the mother and girls had bombed in the Pentecost Central Church. They had found black powder in the home of this family, and they were using pipe bombs, plastic ones actually, which was interesting. Anyways, on that note, back to the desk.
Thank you very much, Taylor. That's a little sad. But today, we're going to leave off with a video that was made by Malia, who happens to be our producer for the day. That's all, BUHS. We'll see you next time.
Hey there, folks. It's Malia, and I'm back with another Music with Malia segment. This time, it's C is for Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, composed of David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Neil Young, and Graham Nash. All of these awesome musicians came from different bands originally. David Crosby came from the Byrds, Neil Young and Stephen Stills came from Buffalo Springfield, and Graham Nash came from the Hollies. These guys got together in 1968, and just like, they were a hit. They're known for their beautiful harmonies, and it's just great music. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is a song that I don't think is as popular as it should be, because I think it's like one of their most beautiful songs, and I think it's very underrated. So it's Find the Cost of Freedom, and the song is almost a plea for change. It's very simple. It doesn't have a lot of words at all. But they're very powerful words, and the way Stephen Stills actually wrote it, and the way he just put them all together with the harmonies, it's just beautiful. And it really has a great, strong message. The song originally debuted on their 1971 album, Four-Way Street. It was a live album, and the song didn't do so well on there. So it came out again in 1974 on their studio album, So Far. And so on that album, the song precedes Neil Young's song Ohio. And that in itself is really powerful too, because the song Ohio, written by Neil Young, is about the Kent State shooting May 4th, 1970, when the National Guard killed 4 college students there who were protesting. And so it's just, I think they intentionally put those 2 songs together on that album like that, because Find the Cost of Freedom is pleading for change, and Ohio is almost an example of what we shouldn't be doing. So I'll leave it off there, and I hope you guys really enjoy Find the Cost of Freedom. It's one of my favorite songs ever. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.
Find the cost of freedom buried in the ground. Mother Earth will swallow you. Lay your body down. Find the cost of freedom.